Hello students, I am Dr. Ganesh Patil from KTHM College Nasik. Today we are going to learn chapter number 1, Interest and Annuity. In this topic we solve some examples of simple interest. Let us start. Let us recall first. Simple interest is the interest on principal amount for the entire period. Simple interest, that is S dot I means simple interest is equal to PRN divided by 100, where P is equal to principal, R is equal to rate of interest in percentage per annum, N is equal to number of terms in year. Another formula, amount of simple interest, that is A is equal to P plus PRN divided by 100, where P plus PRN divided by 100 is the formula of simple interest. Therefore, P plus I is equal to amount. After simplifying this, we get A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus RN divided by 100. So, there is very important formulas. I is equal to PRN divided by 100 and A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus RN divided by 100. Remember these formulas. Example number 7. In 5 years, a sum of rupees 4,000 become rupees 6,500. Find the rate of simple interest. In this example, we have to find the rate of simple interest. And the given informations are A is equal to 6,500. In this example, 4,000 becomes 6,500. So, this is a future value. So, therefore, A is equal to 6,500. P is equal to 4,000. Sum of rupees 4,000. Basic value, beginning value. So, P is equal to 4,000 and N is equal to 5 years. We have a formula. A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus Rn divided by 100. Put this value in this formula, we get 6,500 is equal to 4,000 in bracket 1 plus 5R divided by 100. 4,000 divide in left side. So, 6,500 divided by 4,000 is equal to 1 plus 5R divided by 100. After simplifying, 65 divided by 40, 1 become minus 1 in left side is equal to R divided by 40. After simplifying this, we get 1.625 minus 1 is equal to R divided by 20. After simplifying this, we get 20 multiplied in left side. Therefore, 0.625 into 20 is equal to R. Therefore, R is equal to 12.5. So, the rate of simple interest is 12.5%. Required rate of interest is 12.5% per annum. Okay. Example number 8. A farmer deposit a fixed sum every year for 6 years in a bank at 8% per annum. Simple interest. If at the end of 6 years the farmer received rupees 25,000, find the sum deposited each year. Okay, I repeat this example again. A farmer deposit a fixed sum every year for 6 years. Farmer deposited a fixed sum in every year and he deposited for 6 years. In a bank, the rate of simple interest is 8%. At the end of 6 years, farmer received 25,000. We have to find sum deposited each year. Okay, understand this problem? Solution. Suppose farmer deposited rupees P every year in a bank for 6 years at 8% per annum. Then farmer will get interest on rupees P deposited in first year for 6 years. Okay, he deposited rupees P in first year and he get interest for 6 years. Okay, interest on P in second year, he get interest for 5 years and so on. So the farmer will get on rupees P for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that is 25 years. Means first year he get interest for 6 years. Second year he get interest for 5 years. Third year he got interest for 4 years. Third year he got interest for 3 years. Fourth year he got interest for 2 years, and last year he got interest for 1 year. That is 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 21 years. Therefore, number of year is equal to 21, R is equal to 8%, and amount, because at the end of 6 year farmer received rupees 25,000, so amount is equal to 25,000. The simple interest is given by the formula A is equal to PRN divided by 100. Put this value, we have to find P. The rate of simple interest is 8%. Number of terms is equal to 21 divided by 100. So I is equal to 168P divided by 100. Also given that farmer finally received amount A is equal to 25,000 and the total deposit sum rupees 6P. Total deposited sum rupees 6P. So therefore amount A is equal to 6P plus I. And here I is equal to 168P divided by 100. Put this interest in this formula. So we get amount A 25,000, 6P plus 168P divided by 100. Therefore we get 25,000 is equal to 600P, cross multiplication, 100 into 6P is equal to 600P plus 168P divided by 100. So we get 600 plus 168 is equal to 768P divided by 100. After simplifying this, 100 becomes multiplied in left side and 768 become divided in left side. So we get 25,000 into 100 divided by 768 is equal to P. After simplifying this, P is equal to 3,255.20. So farmer deposit 3,255 rupees for each year. Okay. Example number 9. What will be the interest on rupees 1,500 for 2 years at 10%? How much amount will the borrower repay in all? In this problem, what will be the interest on rupees 1,500 for 2 years at 10% per annum? How much amount will borrower repay in all? In this example, the given informations are P is equal to 1,500, R is equal to 10% number of years, and N is equal to 2 for 2 years. For 2 years. Therefore, we have a formula I is equal to P into R into N divided by 100. So we get 1,500 into 10 into 2 divided by 100. So we get I is equal to 30,000 divided by 100. So we get I is equal to 300. The simple interest is rupees 300. Now amount A is equal to P plus I, because how much amount will the borrower repay in all? So borrower amount plus interest. So therefore A is equal to 1,500 plus 300 is equal to 1800. So the borrower repay rupees 1800 after 2 years. Example number 10. In a what period a sum of rupees 10,000 will earn simple interest of rupees 3,200 at 5% per annum? In this problem, we have to find the period, and the given informations are P is equal to 10,000, the beginning amount, a sum of rupees 10,000, so P is equal to 10,000. The rate of interest R is equal to 5%, and simple interest given in this example is rupees 3,200, and we have to find period, number of terms. We have a formula I is equal to PRN divided by 100. Put this value in the formula and we get simple interest 3,200 is equal to 10,000 into 5 into n divided by 100. After simplifying this, we get 3,20,000 divided by 50,000, and we get n is equal to 6.4 year. So in 6 year 4 month rupees 10,000 will earn simple interest of rupees 3,200 at 5% per annum. Okay, so we have at least 10 problems solving the simple interest. Then objective type questions. Number 1, interest is the charge on dash money. The objectives are sales, borrowed, purchase, and none. And the answer is interest is the charge on borrowed money. Interest is charge on borrowed money, not sales, not purchase. The right answer is borrowed. Second, simple interest is calculated by. We learn formula. Simple interest is calculated by, and the options are. Second option is right, PRN divided by 100. So correct answer is PRN divided by 100. Number 3, the sum which is borrowed is called. The sum which is borrowed is called, and the options are amount, principal, future value, and interest. The sum which is borrowed is called as principal value. Is called as principal value, and the correct answer is principal. Number 4, the sum which is repaid with interest. The sum which is repaid with interest is, so sum P repaid with interest plus I is equal to amount A. So the answer is amount, and correct answer is D. Number 5, the simple interest on rupees 10,000 at 10% for 5 years is. We have a formula I is equal to P into R into N divided by 100, and therefore the answer is 5,000, and the correct answer is rupees 5,000. Some true or false question. Simple interest is used in flat interest rate method. True or false? The answer is true, because simple interest is used in flat interest rate method, because at the end of each year the rate of simple interest is same. Simple interest is calculated on principal. True or false? Simple interest is calculated on principal value. It is also true. Number 3, the future value is denoted by amount. Future value is also known as amount. So this sentence is also true. Number 4. The present value is denoted by principal. The present value, the beginning value is denoted by principal, or borrowed amount is known as also principal. So statement number 4 is also true. Number 5. The present value is always more than future value. The present value is always more than future value. Present value means sum borrowed and future value means amount. So which value is more? Which value is greater? Future value is greater than present value. So this sentence is false. Let us remember, interest, it is charge which is paid on borrowed money and received on lending the money. The basic terms, principal value or present value. The present value or value in the beginning or the sum borrowed is called principal and it is denoted by P. Term, the time or period for which principal is borrowed is called term and it is denoted by N. Rate of interest, the rate at which principal is borrowed is called rate of interest. It is denoted by R and generally it is percentage per annum. The formula for simple interest, I simple interest is equal to P into R into N divided by 100, and the formula of amount A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R into N divided by 100. If you have any difficulty related to this topic, you can send email on ganeshpatil@catechismcollege.ac.in. Thank you student. Thank you very much.